Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Play action. It's Fields. They'll roll him out right. Open man is Davidson, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup there. This defense for the Dolphins, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
A big connection on that one. 38 yards.
We spend a lot of time talking about what's going on the field. How about off the field with the evaluation? And they spend a lot of time saying, we've got to get a rookie in here who has big playability. And that's exactly what we're seeing here early in his career.
Drafted him in the spring. Here he is early in the fall making an impact. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
But that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
And this offense can get their tight ends involved. They can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They've got a 1st and 10 from the 10. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line of scrimmage as he did just there.
Here's the option going left on 2nd down. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down.
And that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. On is Santos for the Bears field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good, and it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields sliding out of the pocket. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. Now a give, right side. It's Barnett looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Fields now to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And the Dolphins are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On 3rd down, McCrary. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
On first down, Tagovailoa. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
Tua going to tap this forward on the jet sweep. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
On 2nd and 9, Tua. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And able to find Gesicki as tight end. And this is picked up by the Bears. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And hindsight 2020, I think they probably should have gone for the field goal, right?
The 3 points would look really good right now, but I think what we just saw there, analytics really starting to creep into the game because more and more teams are saying the more you go for it, the better your odds of getting it, the better your odds of scoring 6 points instead of 3. They took a chance there. It just didn't pay off.
Yeah, right here, the anti-analytics guys go thumbs up. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Here's Fields. That's to the tight end, Davidson. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A big play there on the catch and run. As a defense, what a nuisance when you look on the other side and they've got a tight end that can run a post route like that.
And you felt the ground shake, didn't you? Oh, even all the way up here in this booth. How about when he grabbed the football? You could see the terror as everyone was thinking, do I even want to try and tackle that big man?
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. A throw left side taken in by Kmet. Touchdown Bears! Cole Kmet, his first touchdown here of the new campaign as the Bears push further out in front. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Hard throw, incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. To throw is Fields. This one swung out to Montgomery. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Raekwon Davis gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. Under pressure, they got him again. Jalen Phillips. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. Santos' kick is up and through, and that'll push the lead up to 13-0. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Tua. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is caught inside the 5. And finally out of bounds, just a few yards short of the goal line at the 3. A big play there just before halftime. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Tua, the final shot before half. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Vincent Smith in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dolphins are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. So we come upon halftime here at Soldier Field with the Bears out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. Taking it about the 1. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter. Now a throw here to his running back, and he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there, and right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough, and I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door. And that's well executed there on third down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
They'll run on first down. McCrary. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. McCrary, and he'll get it down here to the 43. 45 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
This out quickly to Williams. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Here's Tua. Shaheen, the tight end, on the right side. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. Touchdown! Salvon Ahmed. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. This time, the extra point up and good. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw complete here to Kmet. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Montgomery. And the Bears are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it, for them to get downfield that quickly?
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bears have taken the lead. Santos with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, Parker. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Meanwhile, Tua's throw here taken in by Gesicki. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On play action, here's Tua. Looking here for Smith downfield. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Dolphins. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And the final number of the next-gen stats, that ball traveling a full 59 yards through the air. Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. From the 6. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. At their own 22-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. A give to Montgomery out of the gun. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter,
nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But the Bears look to get this one back, and indeed they did. So they'll keep possession.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage. But I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. Now it's Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big connection on that one. 31 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Fields. Eluding the pressure right. Shedding through the defense. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. From the gun, here's Fields. And that is incomplete. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
3rd and 2, Fields. He's going to air one out. Got his man, and it's caught for Chicago. Touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. Second down. You know, you're following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under. CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
And he will find his man on the outside. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. He's got Fuller. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
On 1st down, McCrary. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And he's going to take this down close to a 1st down at about the Bears' 37. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. Tagovailoa to the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a 1st down. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. He's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This one taken just inside the 10. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to get this one out to his fullback.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
And they, in fact, will throw it. Dancing to his left. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So, my goodness, we just talked about it a second ago. They decide not to keep it on the ground, and now the incomplete pass, that really changes things.
Certainly does, because you want the clock running. And now with it stopped, might breathe some new life into this game.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Here's Tua. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Now Tua. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that, because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for Chicago, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Minnesota Vikings come to town. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they'll fall to 1-1. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Buffalo Bills.